Is everybody convinced yet? Does everybody realize the reality that we cannot, absolutely cannot save ourselves? That the construct of identity that we have, globally speaking, the fragmented identities, not only do we have globally as a species, but we have individually fragmented even our own selves. We aren't even the same person from day to day or moment to moment, person to person, circumstance to circumstance, and somehow we keep looking for the solution in that which is passing away. We keep turning to the material world for answers and solutions, or we've turned to the mechanism of the mind, and we've been lost in mental and material labyrinths and mazes. I mean, we could spend lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, unknown, infinite, potentially infinite cycles of doing the same thing over and over on this planet, over and over in our lives, over and over, and just following a pattern of life, thinking that we have no other option, that there's nothing else that could be. And reality is, none of us have really been born of the spirit from above. People are so religious with this language. I mean, just think about the words you're saying. Born from above. How many people do you know are born from above? How many people do you know are born, again, have an identity that is not their temporal, earthly identity? You say, hi, who are you? And a person tells you, oh, I am such and such. How many people have you ever met that identified with God, that identified with the Holy One, all things, everything and nothing? That's the being that's living in you, and that's who should be awake and fully embodied. What happens is we enter into a total state of amnesia when we're born. We come into the realm, the physical realm, and part of that is on purpose, because an eternal being is stepping into temporal space and time for the purpose of experiencing and knowing that which is otherwise unknowable except through the creation. So God comes into the creation to experience and know, and to make God known. He made the creation to begin with. So this is all about knowing God. All of existence is about knowing God. There is nothing else in existence but God. Everything else is God at the core. You can't get away from it. So the reality is the conditioned identity that has been formed into us and on top of us, that we're expected to fit into perfectly. That whole entire get down that's been going on this planet has been running a bit out of whack, because while a soul does come in to a body and does forget the majority of its eternity, you are supposed to be able to come into a world as a body and grow up with some rough or even a great, doesn't even have to be a rough one, it could be a great knowledge of the spirit and a connection to the sacred. And yours and mine conditioning doesn't have to be so far from reality. So while we do come into this world to not necessarily know everything, you certainly don't have to create hell on earth. You don't have to have a hell of an experience while we're here. None of us do. But what's been going on is we've been duped into an identity that has been fragmented. It's been going on for thousands of years. Mankind believes himself to be separate, first and foremost from life, from God, and then also from each other and everything else in creation. And the problem is, at the root, people are so arrogant and ignorant to believe that life can even happen without God happening. God is the only thing that's happening. Everything else is an illusion. So most people, scholars, oh, that's not true. Okay. That doesn't make it untrue just because you said that. And there's zero reason for me to believe that God is separate from his creation, and a whole lot of reasons, ongoing reasons, discovering reasons for God to be one with his creation. It's not like, this is what cracks me up, is most of the discussions that people are having about life, reality, and God, and ourselves, and all of that. It seems that people are talking about it, and I've laughed about this in church most of my life, especially as an adult, is people are talking about this stuff as if their opinion matters. Like your opinion is somehow important. Like, oh no, I think it's like this. No, I don't think God's like that. This can't be. It's like speculation upon speculation. And what cracks me up is we've had revelation from God through his prophets and his messengers. It's been declared to us from the unseen, that which God has chosen for us to know of himself. And it's been progressive revelation, and we seem to be struggling with the first pieces of it. Even the idea of the Godhead, the idea of time and space, and talking about the Big Bang or creation or whatever. Listen, nobody's got it. Everybody's wondering the same thing you are. Everybody's trying to find the truth. Is that because the truth is hidden? No, not really. It's because we are so ignorant and so dense that even though the truth is all around us and is in our face and is as near to us as our jugular vein, I mean, seriously, the scriptures declare it. It is in your heart and it is on your mouth. In your mouth and in your heart, this word of faith, this word of God, this truth of who he is. It's not far from any of us. And we act like it's so woo. And it is. I mean, it is woo. But it's, man, come on. I grew up going to Christian, Pentecostal, Charismatic, Protestant, evangelical services of all different flavors. Been doing it consistently as a human being most of my 41 years on this planet. I've been involved in one way, shape, or form with Christian church in America. And I'm telling you right now, you guys, I love you so much, but y'all are some silly people. We are silly, silly creatures. I don't know too many Christians that really take God that serious. Anyway, God bless.